turn this guy off. Yeah, really nifty. Which can be a blessing and a curse, yeah. What's happening with the steering wheel? I don't know for sure. I don't know for certain. It's around. Something's gonna happen with it. Not sure what there. All right, Raven. Have a good day. Are you the Raven with Landy Kid? If so, good day. I have not talked to you before, so. All right. What are we gonna do next? What do you guys want to do next on the farm? Anything specific? I don't think we have any. I don't think we have any oats and soybeans. I don't think we actually have oats and soybeans. We do have alfalfa, which isn't in the list. No. Which is a bit strange, actually. We're supposed to have alfalfa. You can sell NPK fertilizer, nitrogen, phosphorus. Oh, that's probably something else. Do I have a little bit of an echo? It's possible. It's not intentional though. Yeah, he is. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Gotta say though, that skid steer stump grinder is nice stuff. Yeah, let's try that actually. Let me show you guys the stump grinder. Let's grab a Husqvarna. I don't know what the. Let's just reset the skid steer, wherever that is. There we go. Reset that. And we will purchase the stump grinder, and I'll show you how that works together. Here we are. Did I not reset the stump grinder? I guess I didn't. No, I want that. There we go. Reset that. Perfect. All right, let's show these together. What mic am I using? I am using what's called an AT20. It's an Audio Technica AT2020. I should make that a command too, almost. I don't get asked that too often though. It's an AT2020. Swallows his envy. There are better mics out there, Beavis. There are better mics out there, sir. All right, so let's give this a try. Can I cut this tree? I should be able to. Beavis, have you had any problems with? Have you had any problems with the field sale mod from Upside Down? Right, I've got to go, Iain. Thanks for the stream. Catch you later. All right, Bob. Thanks for stopping by. Much appreciated, as always. All right, let's grab. Let's just reset one of those guys. Sure, that's a good vehicle to reset. And whoops, then we'll grab this guy, forestry, and we will grab, sure, and then we'll reset that. If we can actually click on it, there we go. Perfect. Let's get the tree out of the way. Was considering that one, but ended up with a Blue Yeti Pro. The Blue Yeti Pro, isn't that one a isn't that a USB based mic? Problems with it? Only on maps if there's fields, no fields defined. That's when you get in trouble. Ah, okay. I was playing on every time I go to buy a. Oops. All right, Harry. See you later, man. Oh my goodness. Attach. There we go. Jeez. The only problem I'm having with it is what happens is it will. It's USB. Oh, it's both. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. I actually looked at that one for a while and I considered it, but I actually wanted the the ability to fiddle with the sound levels a little bit, and I felt that having USB wouldn't let me to do that quite as granular. Wow, what the heck is that, a bush? Alright, so here is, Can I cut this down too? Oh, I actually can. Strange. I have a feeling I'm going to be able to crash the game like this. Anyways, so here's the JCB Stump Grinder. Now that I've made it a mess. Let's get that out of there. Nope, not going to work. Yeah, actually, I looked at the Yeti, but it didn't twig my fancy very much for whatever reason. Just because I wanted the mixer board. Where on earth is the? Oh, there it is. So here is the. Oh, that's a bit strange. So you can actually adjust it as you see fit. Let's see if I can actually get that in there. There we go. Using USB now, condensing, jumping over to XLR, but I'd have to rewire some stuff. Yeah. Alright, so there's the stump grinder right there on the stump. It does work. Seems to be a bit finicky sometimes depending on the stump itself. I'm kind of surprised that it does seem to function alright. Not sure if it's better than some of the modded stump grinders, but there you go. It does function. Let's see if we can't find a better tree to use this on. Let's try this one over here. I like the textures for the plowed fields. It looks really nice. So, your problem with the field sale, what exactly? You kind of stopped a quarter of a sentence. The way it works, Beavis, is what's happening is it will sell I'll buy the field, but it'll take half my money, but I don't own the field. That's the problem I'm running into. Yeah, this wood chipper is really cheaty. If you want realism, don't use this one. That's for sure. I just like it because it gets stuff out of the way really easily, like that. All right, so the stump is where? Right here. Okay. So here is a better view of the stump grinder this time. So there's a stump there. So you can actually adjust this left and to the right, as you can see. You can adjust it up and down as well, if you need to at least. There we go. If you can see the stump right there, just going to lower this, and then we'll go forward a little bit. There we go. That's working on the stump right there. And you can adjust it if you want to. It seems to work fairly good. What you can do with the skid steer is you can just push it down like that. Then as you take off a layer, you just drop down to the next layer, which is kind of nice as well. Still doesn't like that very much though. There it goes. Perfect. So it does work fairly well. Better than some, worse than others, I'm sure. So my computer specs are down below, sir, if you're looking for my computer specs. Using condensing to jump over to XLR. Yeah, I don't do anything too crazy. I was gonna get a compressor, Carolina. I was gonna get a compressor, but I didn't get one in the end. I thought about it, but I haven't got one yet. They're expensive. But it would be nice to get rid of like extraneous sounds, like ones you don't want. Where's the forestry area here? The Old Ridge Hotel. That's awesome. OEB Ltd, decalp, freight yard, biomass plant. Let's go this way. This looks like it could be a forestry area over here. But yeah, so far the stump grinder works. It seems to work fairly well. It seems to work actually a bit better than the ones in game, unfortunately for them. But what do you expect? And I believe this would be considered a tractor. Yeah, so you can put four-wheel drive on with all that stuff, differential locks. You can do all that with these, so. Nice little area up there. Look at that. gorgeous. Look at the water there. They did a really good job. Don't know why I haven't played this map more. I like how the actual roads are like wide, and like even though, when is this coming out for PS4? I have no idea. May 15th, I think it is. On Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition PSP, there are. Gotcha. Yeah, there was an official announcement a while back about where you can get this. Where you can get it. Let's go here. I like how you can drive through the tree, through the bushes. That's nice. Is it May 19th? I keep thinking it's May 15th for some reason. For whatever reason. I know there is a forestry area on here somewhere. Let's drive over by the Old Ridge Hotel. May 19th. Thanks, Landy. And Farmer Beavis. Am I going to do a Minecraft series on YouTube? I actually installed Minecraft and I started playing it, but I wasn't sure what to do with it. I was so lost, I was like, what was I doing? I don't remember. I might have to actually go back and watch the last episode to remind myself what I was actually doing on it. So, it was pretty funny. It's not as going to be good as PC. Nothing's ever as good as PC. PC always rules. ATS is going to be awesome indeed. I'm really looking forward to that. Every time I play Euro Truck, I always end up playing with American trucks anyway, so it's kind of funny that way. When in doubt, play with trains. Yes, I think there are some trains around here on this map. There is a train somewhere. I think it's in the central area. This must be the forestry area up here. I like how they changed the roads too. They did a good job with that. It looks really nice. Yeah, I'm actually playing on an Infinity server right now. A little bit, not a lot, but a little bit, and so far it's really nice. Really enjoying it. I was actually considering doing a series on like a Minecraft series and just end up and make. It's kind of funny, but I was thinking about this. I was like, maybe I could do a Minecraft series where I create yards from different areas, like different train yards. What am I referring to? I'm from Ontario, Canada, Lewis. That's why I sound funny and I say A. And I have a skidoo and stuff like that. Oh, nice. The cool thing about the JCB is... the cool thing about this is actually that it can pick up a whole tree as well. The prices on the fields, I'm not sure actually. No, OEB wouldn't have made the fields stupid cheap. They would have made it a lot more. This is a place for the mountain goat. Look at that. They would have made them acceptable. Like they would have made them a nice combination of different things. So, all right, let's go check over this field right here. This is probably the easiest way to go straight over the mountain. You thought I was from the UK? I would have a much different accent if I was from the UK. I would sound like James Earl Powell or something like that. That's how I would sound. I don't know. I can't do a British accent. I can do weird Londoner accents, but maybe not an actual British accent. Also, for those people who know Squirrel, it's the year of a squirrel today. He officially starts his full-time streaming / YouTube career today. Pretty exciting stuff, actually. This is a gorgeous looking field. Look at that. Nice rolling hills, just goes gorgeous. Don't know why I haven't played this map more. Jeez, maybe I'll start a series on it. Thought I was from the UK. No. Cara Luna, this is for you. We're just coming up to the buy point for. You're here near CFB Trenton. Nice. I've actually been through Trenton lots of times. I have some friends who are stationed in Trenton. And I have some friends who are stationed in CFB Borden as well. I actually worked at CFB Borden for a while. Alright, let's see. $200,000 for this field right here. Just to give you an idea, Carolina. It is England. It's a fairly large field. So this is on... What am I playing on? I don't even remember. I think I'm on easy. Save game. I'm pretty sure I'm on easy, but I'll check in a sec. Yeah, it's on easy. So maybe it'll be different on different maps or different levels. If I played on hard, for example. What? US and Canada is pretty easy to distinguish. Well, depending on where they're from. Like if they're from like the southern states, it's like it'll be totally easy. But if you're from Canada and if you're from like New York State or maybe Maine or Michigan, might not be as easy to distinguish. But generally speaking, Canadians are fairly polite. Not every Canadian's polite. Not every American is mean, but it's the way it goes. So as you can see, this map does take a little bit of time to load. Not too bad. The other map I was going to play on, Fairbell map, didn't load at all, unfortunately. But US equals Starbucks. Apparently, we're having a fire alarm in our apartment today. 1 second, I'll turn my mic down. There we go. Apparently we were having a fire alarm. It's the first Thursday of the month. They always do fire alarms that day. The Americans are the ones with the guns. Well, Canadians have guns too. Americans, Canadians both. Guess I shouldn't have stopped and reloaded the map. Well, I wouldn't have been able to separate the accents. Yeah, it really depends where you're from. Like sometimes, if you can tell people from like Eastern and Western Canada sometimes. But it really depends. Depends where they're from. If they're from like a really... Mind if I ask what activation code? I have no idea. I bought it off Steam, so I didn't have an activation code, Nick 1,000,000. I would honestly have to double check. And I don't think I would give that out if I did. UK equals free money. Error. Should be loaded soon, I hope. I don't know why I exited the map so easily, but I did. C'est la vie. But how's everybody doing today? Anybody doing anything interesting? Does anybody have any big plans for Easter coming up? Should be an interesting Easter if the weather keeps up like this at least. It's been a really nice day so far, so hopefully it continues into the weekend. Yeah, too many fill types. Yep, I probably have like too many maps. I bet you wish you didn't restart the map. Yeah. Day off, nice. Yeah, it happens, Lewis. I don't remember it taking it this long though. I might have to restart the game again. It doesn't like me. Should be fine though. Gonna get our planter today ready. Nice, what are you planning, Mika? Gonna have friends over for a house party. Sweet. It's gonna be nice. We'll do this. Another reason why it takes forever in the day load infinity. Alright, we can easily take care of this problem then. There's also a reason why it takes forever to data load. Ah. Caught in an infinity loop. I can take care of this problem. Assuming the game wants to play nice. There we go. Close the program. There we go. Nice. Hi, how's your day going? My day is going well. My day is going really well there. Nope, we can close that. And Beavis, you said that if I take out some of the maps, let's just see here. That's easy enough to do. File by size. We don't need that one. We don't need that one. We don't need that one. That one, that one, that one, that one, that one, or that one. Apparently I have a few maps that I haven't played. Holy cow. I do have a lot of maps. Yikes. There we go. Manchester, Old Ridge, Banticow. Easy enough. Let's put those just in there for the time being. Perfect. There we go. Do you YouTube for a living? No, I do not. I have another job. Those fuel prices were a lot lower than I'd like, though. Yeah, it just depends. Some of them are really low, some of them aren't. Now watch Beavis get yelled at. It doesn't work. It's fine. Could be anything, really, Beavis. Could be anything. It would be cool if I did YouTube for a living, but I don't. So, I have another job. I do YouTube for fun. It's like my part-time job, so to speak. How long am I streaming for? I usually stream for about 2 hours. That's kind of my limit. That's where I'm kind of like, I'm good. There you go, Beavis. Fired up. Real easy like that time. There we go. Alright, where were we? We were... is there anything else you guys would like to see about the JCB DLC? Anything else specific you'd like to see about the JCB DLC? How much more will you start? How much more till you will start play? I'm starting right now, buddy. Actually, you know what we should do? I'm curious about this. Maybe I don't have that mod in. No, I don't. No need to thank me. Thank you, Beavis. Thank you. Yes, let's try this out. What's my real job? My real job is teaching. I teach English. I teach English to adults. There we go. Let's see what this looks like on a proper stump here. Seems to work fairly well. Yeah, that's not too bad, actually. By the way, I have a Google Doc with lots of info about fields and equipment and stuff. If you allow me, I can post the link. I'm good for now, Carolina. I have lots of information as well. Excellent. So yeah, it works fairly well. Seems to work a bit better than the in-game one. I'm not sure if it is better than the... I'm not sure if it's better than other ones I've seen, but so far so good. All right, let's do this. I should put some John Deere mods. I do have some John Deere mods. I just don't have very many of them, actually. There aren't many John Deere mods that I really like so far. There's a few of them out there, but nothing too crazy. Let's get the Marshall. I think I have a Marshall yellow one. There we go. Perfect. And let's reset that trailer. Yes. Sure. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. And let's reset that as well. Here we go. And let's reset the JCB weight as well, because we need one of those because we're on the JCB weight. The OEB weight because we're on the OEB map. There we go. Holy cow. Can you test out the JCB tooth with a pallet fork? Yeah, I could do that actually. Let's grab this guy right here. So let's grab some animals. Oh, there you go. So yeah, there you go. There's the lambs. So apparently you can sell lambs. But here's the lambs on this map. So it has pigs, lambs, and this. Yeah, so that was the problem. I just have too many maps that had too many conflicting things. So the way it works in this map is you grow lambs and you can sell them. So OEB, JCB, ABC, it's all the same, right? Let's see, can I... No, I can't just buy it like that. I wonder if there's two different places for the lambs and for the... I wonder. Let's check the map here. Animal market. There's the cows, pigs, beef. Interesting. JCB sheep. Sure, why not? JCB everything. So what we'll do is if this is the case, let's do this then. If we want to see this, we'll grab this and a mower. No, I don't want this one. I want this one. And we will we'll pick that up. So we want that, yes. And we want that. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll grab... Can I drive through this? Probably not. Oh, I can. Sweet. This is very cheaty, but it will speed up this process tenfold. There we go. Nice, you got the DLC through Steam. This is good. They probably would be fast sheep. Alright. Let's lower that. And it would probably help if I lowered that and turned that on as well. There we go. What mod lets me do what? Buy lots of sheep all at once like that? That mod that lets me do that is the buy many animals mod. Oh, what is this in here? This might actually be something I can't harvest. That's field number 1. What's in field number 1? It is alfalfa. Oh, that's strange. I can't actually cut that. We want to head towards the sheep, which is... head south. Check the mower. Lifts up the high enough. Doesn't cut when lifted. Yeah, that's the only unfortunate part. I'll also just grab this then. As we're driving around here. Apparently that's a problem with smaller mowers from Mod Hub. What's a smaller one? It's a nice DLC so far. Yeah, so far I'm really enjoying the DLC. It's nice. Worth $10. That's always a problem. It really depends on how much you like JCB and whether or not whether you have money to spare, I guess. That's kind of the problem. So $10 is like 1/3 of the game. When you put that into perspective. Where do I find that? You can find it on Mod Hoster, Nick. There we go. Let's head south. The smaller Kuhn mowers and Giants Release apparently have that issue. Oh, interesting. This right here is the... Is this the cow facility? Yes, it is. Oh, we're totally missing... we're totally missing the sheep. That's interesting how they have the tires there. I bet that... I wonder if that's for the... I wonder if that's for the... silage clamp there. Iain, sorry for asking for the spam earlier today. I don't remember what it was, so obviously it couldn't have been that bad, man. I'm going to turn that off. And turn that off because it's super loud. Alright, so... let's go up here. This mower is just a wee bit too big for most maps. Like, it looks ridiculous. Look at the size of the thing. The Kuhn one seems a lot more appropriate. Alright. So this is the joy of the JCB. I'm going to go to the left here. The joy of the JCB is how fast you can actually go with it. Stop. You can actually move fairly quickly along through this map. Alright, so here are the sheep. Now the question is they do have... Whoa, that's a... wow. Holy smokes. Although, let's check out that texture real quick. This must be alfalfa too. Oh, that looks gorgeous. Look at that. Wow. Nice. This is the Fastrac, yeah. That is rather unfortunate. Well, I guess we'll just do it this way for the time being. That, like JCB going around the UK roads, is big for roads. Yeah, I guess. Imagine it would be. Look at that. So this is why you need the Coon, because that, or the other one that came from the Giant's main website, because that just does not work well. You can't. I don't think you can. You can't fold this one up, can you? Let's find out. Can you fold this up? The survey says no. Nope. I can't fold this one up. This isn't the one that folds up, it's the other one. The DLC killer guy is fairly good. Fairly good. I'm pleased with it. If you have $10 and you really like GCBs, definitely recommend it. If you're annoyed with giants, I would say don't do it. Is this where we give them? It looks that way. I don't need to go in there to do this though. Alright. Best DLC ever. Alright. So now the sheep have a little bit of grass. This is good. It looks